last offseason. Perhaps Red Sox Nation may have overestimated what Daisuke would be able to do. We look at the numbers in his last season in Japan compared to this year in his first year in the majors. The problem with Daisuke might not be the amount of work, but the regularity that he has had. His innings pitched are only up by 10 this year, but he'll be making his 32nd start of the year tonight, tying his career high in 2001. He did have a stretch of domination with a 1.59 ERA and a 179 opponent batting average in the month of June. Overall, it's been a solid first campaign for Daisuke Matsuzaka. We welcome in Jerry Remy, and Jerry, last night another home run for David Ortiz. That home run swing right now is back.
Yeah, it is. It's been a terrific second half for David Ortiz. You know, he did struggle some in the first half of the season, but he has really been hot lately, and it couldn't come at a better time heading into the playoffs. Now, we'll look before the All-Star break. At 81 games, a 314 average, and only 66 games since then, the 348 with 20 home runs and 64 runs batted in. Right now on that 6-game hitting streak, hitting .565 with the 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. And that home run he hit last night was an absolute bomb. So, and when you think about it, Don, a lot of this has come without Manny Ramirez in the lineup, and people would say, well, why would they'll never pitch to David Ortiz without Manny. They have pitched to him, and he's delivered big time. So, you know, he physically was hurt in the first half of the season. His knees were bothering him, his legs were bothering him. He couldn't generate the power. He's a little bit healthier here in the second half, although he's still having some problems, but the big numbers are now coming, and it couldn't come at a better time.
Well, tonight the Red Sox face Kevin Slowey, who goes for the Minnesota Twins, a perfect 4-0 in the season. The first pitch is next from Fenway.
We went around swapping people's vehicles for 1 week. We didn't tell them we were from Ford. We told them it was market research.
I came to swap my Toyota Camry for a Ford Fusion. If I had to use one word to describe the Ford Fusion, I would say that it's stylish. It's really elegant inside. It's also sporty from the outside, so I think it really reflects the type of person that I am.
Now lease the stylish Fusion SE for just $199 a month, or swap your ride and get $2,000 in total savings. Visit your local Ford dealer or go to newenglandford.com.
Stop up!
Where should we sit? Right at first base. Wait, how about along the third baseline? Wow, this is great. Just like having season tickets. Looking for great seats? Buy tickets from other fans. Have extra tickets? Sell them to other fans. Go to StubHub.com today for tickets to the hottest sports, concert, and theater events, even if they're sold out.
Peanuts.
Hey, there's still tickets right behind home plate. Let's go for it. StubHub, your choice, your ticket, your experience.
StubHub!
Baseball is really a neighborhood game. The field at the local school, a sandlot, or even the backyard. And at Sovereign, the same is true for banking. Our roots are in the neighborhood and always will be. Which means even though Sovereign offers big banking resources, we never forget the value
of small town attention.
There's something you should know about the Harvard Pilgrim card. This card gives you choices. Choices of who cares for you, choices of opinions, and choices of locations. Not our locations, your locations. And not our doctors, but your doctors. Because you want to see your doctor, not your health plans.
Closed captioning for Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Aflac. Ask about it at work. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, New England Subaru dealers, Foxwoods Resort Casino, Rico, and by New England Toyota dealers. And welcome back to Fenway Park for Game 2 of this 4-game series between the Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Of course, the scenario again the same, Jerry, tonight as it was last night. Red Sox victory and a Yankees loss, and the Red Sox would have won the American League East as the difference 2 games heading into tonight's action. The New York Yankees at Baltimore tonight, beginning that series against the Orioles, and of course we'll be keeping close watch of that action as the Red Sox take the field here tonight at Fenway Park. Let's check out the visiting Minnesota Twins lineup brought to you by Rico. Jason Bartlett leads it off at shortstop with Jason Kubel in left field. Torrey Hunter in center with Justin Morneau, the designated hitter. Michael Cuddyer in right. Garrett Jones at first base. Matthew Leacoy does the catching. Brian Busher, third base, bats eighth. And Nick Punto at second base, bats ninth. The starting pitcher is brought to you by Infinity, and on the mound tonight for the Red Sox, Daisuke Matsuzaka.
Well, Matsuzaka making his 32nd start, his final of the regular season, 14-12 on the year, 4.48. Matsuzaka is 7th in the league in strikeouts with 193, 9th in opponent's batting average at 247. Has not had a win since back on September 3rd when he picked up a win against Toronto. Since that time, a loss against Baltimore in back-to-back no decisions against the Yankees and Tampa Bay Devil Rays. The first appearance of the year against the Minnesota Twins. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealers. They are second in the league with 80 errors on the season. Mike Lowell at third base, Julio Lugo the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Kevin Youkilis at first. Left to right, Manny Ramirez, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew, and Jason Varitek doing the catching for Matsuzaka.
Umpiring crew: Randy Marsh has the plate tonight. Bob Davidson at first base, Hunter Wintelstead at second base, and Sam Holbrook is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Comfortable conditions again tonight. 71 degrees left to right across the outfield at 14 miles per hour. Partly cloudy, the forecast for the evening and game 2 of this series. Well, Daisuke looking for win number 15 of the year, as the Red Sox in search of their 95th victory of the year. They come into tonight's action at 94 and 65. There's Jason Bartlett to lead it off for the Twins. 269, 5 homers, and 43 runs batted in. Got a 3-hit performance here last night, as the first pitch of this one is in there for strike 1. He's 7 years of age, from Mountain View, California. Calls the 0-1 off, and it's 0-2.
As you mentioned, Don, Red Sox fans are obviously watching the field and watching the scoreboard tonight and hoping that this is the night that the Red Sox can clinch the American League East.
The Yankees at Camden Yards tonight in Baltimore. There it is, Andy Pettitte against John Lester in that action from Camden Yards. 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Bartlett strikes out. Nice start of the night for Daisuke.
Matsuzaka going up and away with the fastball to pick up his first strikeout. We mentioned last night that the Minnesota Twins, the toughest team in the league, 2 strikeout. It's funny because on that scoreboard it says 35 for the Yankees. That's Messina, isn't it?
It is indeed.
I wonder if they've made a switch.
This one fouled off to the left, backing out of play.
It's quite possible the Yankees, as the Red Sox have been doing, setting their rotation up for postseason. So we'll try to get a definitive word on who the starting pitcher is down there in Baltimore, whether it is Pettitte or Messina tonight.
Jason Kubel, the left fielder, 268, 13 homers, 65 runs batted in. And pitch outside of the count, 2-1. Ball 3, and now Daisuke falling behind 3-1. The Twins winning in last night's action 5-4. This one cracked foul, the count at 3-2. Talk about last night, the first and only visit of the year for the Minnesota Twins here to Fenway Park. Red Sox had taken 2 out of 3 at the Metrodome earlier this season, the first week of May. Twins are 78-81, looking to avoid their first losing season since 2000. This one grounded foul, and it hangs at 3-2. Well, back in 2000, their last losing season, they were 69-83. And from 01 through 2006, 540 wins, fourth most in the American League during that span. A disappointing year this year for the Twins. Right now 16 games back of the Indians heading into tonight's action. And a much stronger AL Central. 3-2. Kubel down the left field line, curling, and it is a foul ball.
Slicing off the bat of the left-hander and finally off that wall down the left field line in foul territory. Frustrating night last night. The Red Sox had plenty of opportunities, but Joe Nathan doing a great job shutting down the Red Sox in the final 2 innings last night. And Josh Beckett will finish the season at 20 wins.
This one foul back to the screen, full count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. Daisuke finally gets him. Back-to-back strikeouts for Matsuzaka, 2 down.
Looked like a slider from Daisuke down and in. Certainly not a strike, but a pitch that Kubel could not lay off of. Daisuke has had 3 10-strikeout games on the season. Kansas City, Toronto, and Seattle.
Torrey Hunter batting with 2 down and the base is empty. He's had a fine season, what likely will be his last in Minnesota. 28 home runs, 106 runs batted in. Pretty much season highs across the board, the exception of home runs. He hit 31 home runs last year, a new career high. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike.
Good sharp slider again there from Matsuzaka. A good one to Kubel to strike him out, and another slider here to Torrey Hunter. Good late shot break on him.
Justin Morneau waits on deck. 2 outs, base is empty here in the top of the first. On the ground off the side of the mound, redirected out towards Pedroia. And it's a 1-2-3 first for Daisuke. Red Sox coming up.
That's why Southwest Airlines has 23 daily nonstop flights from Manchester and Providence to Baltimore, Washington, so you can always catch a later flight. And you can count on us to get you there with our convenient nonstop flights and on-time service.
You are now free to move about the country.
At VIP Parts, Tires, and Service, we know how to show you and your car a little love. Need tires? Our Speed Lane pros help you make the right selection for the best price guaranteed. We'll install them in under an hour. No wasted time. Just the biggest selection of name brand quality tires. Michelin, Pirelli, Goodyear, and more in stock when you need them. Installed by qualified service techs faster than anywhere. When you need quality name brand tires, make an appointment in our Speed Lane bay. VIP. A little love goes a long way.
Bob, the hero of the day. Stick with Bob and you get more. We want more!
genuine leather everywhere you sit, and it's only $9.99. With matching love seats, still only $9.99. Both pieces with 4 recliners, genuine leather everywhere you sit, only $9.99.
Shop Bob's Discount Furniture, the Patriots official furniture store.
The best brands, amazing prices, the greatest service. Get it at Olympia Sports. Shop with confidence. Satisfaction guaranteed.
It's a race for the most important political office in the nation. Red Sox Nation. Tune in to NESN for the Red Sox Nation presidential debate with special guest moderators Tim Russer and Tina Cervasio. Tonight after Sox coverage, only on NESN.
Last half of the first inning as we check out the Red Sox starting lineup, brought to you by New England Dodge Dealers. Dustin Pedroia leading it off at second base for the Red Sox. Manny Ramirez in left. David Ortiz, a DH. Mike Lowell at third base. J.D. Drew in right. Kevin Youkilis at first base. Jason Varitek does the catching. Jacoby Ellsbury in center field bats eighth. And Julio Lugo at shortstop bats ninth. Infinity brings us the starting pitcher tonight, and it's Kevin Slowey for the Twins.
Slowey was the International League Pitcher of the Year down at the minor league level. Was 10-5 with 20 starts at Rochester. You see the numbers at the major league level, 4-0. I guess the only negative on his line, 16 home runs given up in 12 games, but a perfect 4-0 record with a 4.457 ERA. Well, it's just the first time the Red Sox have ever seen Slowey.
The strike to Pedroia, and it is 2-1 to Dustin, leading it off again tonight for the Red Sox. 318, 8 homers, and 50 runs batted in. Over the last 23 games, hitting at 327. And right now, 10th in the American League with the 318 batting average, trying to stay in that top 10.
The Twins are 7th in the league in defense with 94 errors on the season. This is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Brian Bush will be at third base. Jason Bartlett the shortstop. Nick Punto at second and Garrett Jones at first. Left to right, Jason Kubel, Torrey Hunter in his 6 gold gloves. Michael Kadaya and Matthew Lecroy doing the catching.
Ball 3, full count now to Pedroia. Leads all major league rookies in batting average heading into tonight, that 318 batting average. And he waits on deck, night 4 of batting second. Pedroia lifts a fly ball out to short right. Punto backpedaling. And he puts it away for out number 1. One down for Manny Ramirez. In the last 3 games in his return, 5 for 9. After missing the previous 24 games, of course, with a strained left oblique muscle. Injury suffered right at the end of August 28th at Yankee Stadium.
Scouting report I saw this afternoon on Slowey. The fastball, curveball, slider change, the basic 4. He's had 2 very impressive minor league seasons back-to-back, this year and also 2006.
Grabs the corner and evens the count at 1-1. Hey, with a swing and a miss, 1-2. 4 nights in a row now in the number 2 spot for Ramirez. His first appearance in that number 2 spot in his entire career coming the last 4 nights. Well, Terry Francona has been very careful in reinserting him in the lineup. And then he's not finished a game in his return yet, coming out of all 3 previous games. There was some question today whether we would see Jacoby Ellsbury in center field for the Red Sox after fouling a couple of pitches off. One off his shin in same general area twice in the same at bat last night. He was banged up pretty good and came out of the game last night, but was okay, and he is in the starting lineup tonight. Strike 3 call. Ramirez gone. First strikeout for Kevin Slowey. 2 down.
Now, Slowey last time out in a win against the Chicago White Sox went 7 innings in that game, only gave up 1 run and had 9 strikeouts. Now, the 9 strikeouts is a season high for him at the major league level. Picked up the outside corner there with the fastball to get Manning.
The last couple of starts for Slowey have been very impressive. Chicago and Texas, those starts are 1-0 with a 1.38. There's the first 2 outs here in the first inning. Brings up David Ortiz. David at .330 now, 34 home runs, 116 runs batted in. He was 4 for 4 in the game last night. A double, a homer, 2 runs batted in. And impressively, he's reached base safely in 10 of his last 11 plate appearances. And has hit safely in 6 straight games at .565. And during the 6-game hitting streak, 4 doubles, 3 home runs. David Ortiz, who's certainly powered up lately, is up to 34 home runs. A big blast last night, a towering bomb. And the doubles have been impressive as well. 51 doubles, tied for 4th most in club history. There's the pitch outside, a full count. Highest total since Nomar Garcia Parra, 56 doubles back in 2002.
And 1 double behind Madly Rodonius, who leads the league with 52.
Breaking ball lofted to left, sending Kubel back in front of the wall. He can't make the catch. It's off the wall. And another double for David Ortiz, who cruises into second base.
Looks like for a second Kubel wasn't sure whether he should back off or continue to charge the ball. He continued to try to go toward that wall, but can't quite make the play. So Ortiz, as we speak about doubles, picks up number 52 on the season and ties him for the league lead. Takes that outside curveball and just shoots it to the opposite field. Kubel makes a nice effort, but can't quite come up with it. And with 2 outs, Ortiz in scoring position.
Well, Mike Lowell bats in the familiar cleanup spot. And take strike 1 from Kevin Slowey. Oh, 324 to begin the night, 20 homers and 116 runs batted in. Was held hitless last night, kind of a frustrating night for him. He was 0 for 5, grounded into 2 double plays in a game last night. After Wednesday's 5 RBI game. Outside, 2-1. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by WB Mason and their new What a Bargain Super Clearance Center for office furniture and equipment. Well, 51 doubles as a designated hitter, a new major league record, as he had been tied heading into tonight's action. Edgar Martinez. This one into right field. A base hit for Lowell. Around comes Ortiz. Throw from Kadire is not going to be in time. And the Red Sox take the 1-0 lead. Mike Lowell drives in his 117th run of the year.
Now that's one area this season where Mike Lowell has been exceptional. A very low strikeout total for Lowell on the season because with 2 strikes, he's very pleased about taking the ball the other way. That ball middle in, inside out swing, shoots it over the head of the second baseman and drives in David Ortiz from second base. So Lowell with that RBI takes over the team lead with 117 on the season.
A total of 69 strikeouts and 575 at-bats. As Lowell drives in Ortiz from second base and gives the Red Sox a 1-0 advantage here in the first. All this coming with 2 down. Now J.D. Drew fouls off another to the left, and it's 0-2. Drew with 266, 10 homers, and 60 runs batted in. He was 1 for 3 in the game last night, walked twice. To left field. In for a hit as Cooper goes over to play it. Has trouble with it. It gets by him. Lowell now turns it on. The throw, the cutoff man misses the mark, and Lowell gets in. He had almost come to a stop at third base, but then just kept on going, and he scores the Red Sox second run as the ball got by Jason Kubel. And it's a 2-0 Red Sox lead.
Yeah, we'll get a better look on replay what happened on that left field corner. We can't see it from up here in the booth. A fastball that's turned over, and J.D. Drew again going the other way. Now here's the bounce up against the wall, and Kubel just gets by him. And by getting by him, Mike Lowell goes to third, and then is waved on by DeMalo Hale. So I don't think there's any error involved there. That probably should have been an RBI for J.D. Drew.
Double and an RBI, no error. And it's RBI number 61 of the season for J.D. Drew. 2 quick runs, 2 outs in the inning, and now a ground ball foul outside of third for Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis at 286, 16 homers, 81 runs batted in. Pinch hit in last night's game, 0 for 1 as he struck out. Strike 3 call. Youkilis down looking, but the Red Sox get 2 runs in the first. 2-0 Boston after 1.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extramart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extramart has their own Extra Cafe gourmet coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. All this month at Extramart, Nestle Pure Life Spring Waters, specially priced at just $3.99 per case. Nestle Pure Life, satisfying your healthy thirst for life. In every corner of New England, Extramart is just around your corner.
It's finally here, the Jeep model year-end clearance, with no interest for 6 years on rugged Commander. Or get a great deal on sporty Liberty and luxurious Grand Cherokee. Now, well-qualified returning lessees get a low-mileage lease on Liberty Sport for just $219 a month. Add that to the best warranty in the business, our exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty. And that's an offer no one else matches. Hurry, the Jeep model year-end clearance ends soon.
Born in 1983, Ben Winkler was one of the first Cabbage Patch Kids. But it wouldn't be long before this Cabbage Patch Kid became a Cabbage Patch adult. Like so many child stars before him, Ben was struggling. However, his bad fortune turned around when in 2003, it is believed he switched his car insurance to Geico, netting him much-needed money. Financially secure, he went on to win a celebrity dance competition.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Did you send out those FTPs? Yeah, yes. Bye.
Gosh, why are we filling ourselves up with just anything? We deserve hot, juicy Junior Bacon Cheeseburger from Wendy's.
It's delicious. And it only costs 99 cents.
Filling up with just anything? That's wrong.
Wait.
Getting big taste for only 99 cents? That's right. Like the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with fresh, never frozen beef, or our 5-piece crispy chicken nuggets made with all white meat. Wendy's.
That's right.
If the Red Sox clinch the American League East tonight, Jordan's Furniture will bring you a special live coverage of the celebration on the field and in the clubhouse. Well, I would have to say he sort of does look a little bit like Mike Lowell. What do you think?
Yeah, I can't really tell the difference. Slap a pair of sunglasses on Lowell there, and to me, it's, I can't tell.
Well, second inning from Fenway. It's 2-0. Red Sox on top. Justin Morneau, Michael Kadire, and Garrett Jones expected in the inning after Daisuke enjoyed a 1-2-3 first with a pair of strikeouts. Well, Justin Morneau, last year's MVP in the AL. This season at 275, 30 homers, and 110 runs batted in. Back to Daisuke. Gathers and throws for out number 1.
Now, one thing we have seen all season long from Matsuzaka is that he is a very good fielding pitcher. That ball rolls up the glove, up the arm, and then he's able to corral it and throw it to first base to get the out on Morneau. Daisuke is a good athlete, good fielding pitcher, excellent golfer.
He's not committed an error all season. And now deals with Michael Kadire and misses for ball 1 outside. They're 278, 16 homers, and 81 runs batted in. Spent time in the DL, the sprained right thumb. End of July through the middle of August. Spending time on the disabled list. And a couple of hits here last night, going 2 for 4 in the first game of the series. Drops in there for a strikeout. It's 2-1 now to Kadire. Garrett Jones waits on deck. Twins batting in their half of the second inning. High fly ball to deep left center field. That goes Ellsbury looking up, and it's high off the wall. Ellsbury will play the carom, but into second base with a 1-out double. And the first hit of the night for the Twins goes Michael Kadire. Quick throw in behind him, and is able to get back to the bag.
Now he's been hot. 6 for his last 10 now as Kadire had a couple of hits in the ball game last night. Looks like the cut fastball, and he'll plant it way at the top of that left field wall. Ellsbury playing on the one big high hop, gets it back into the infield, but Kadire in scoring position at second base.
So 1 down, Kadire at second. Here's Garrett Jones, the first baseman. With his second career home run last night, hit it off Josh Beckett. One of the 2 home runs Beckett surrendered. And his first home run came off Gavin Floyd of the Chicago White Sox last week. And Beckett, of course, last night pitching for the Red Sox, receiving the loss. Booth Bonser got the win as the Twins held on 5-4. An impressive save last night for Joe Nathan. 36 saves for Joe Nathan and 40 opportunities. He has 4 straight seasons of 30 or more saves. And just the second Twins pitcher in club history to accomplish that. Rick Aguilera had done it in the past. And Nathan last night getting 4 outs coming on in the 8th. A strike, and it's 2-1 now to Garrett Jones. Red Sox have kind of been, or I should say Terry Francona has kind of been non-committal as to how they will set up their rotation. You know this, Beckett's going to go in game 1. The question mark is who's got game 2? Is it Kurt Schilling or is it Daisuke Matsuzaka? And I guess it really depends on where the series is, should they end up with the best record, and who the Red Sox play and how they match up.
Now, it's going to be a long time between starts, that's for sure, because as it stands now, you would open up on either Wednesday or Thursday. And if you open up on Wednesday here at Fenway Park, you have an off day Thursday and play again on Friday.
To Garrett Jones, 1 down in the inning. Kadire at second base. And the strike, full count.
Both times it has been a fastball count to Garrett Jones. It's been the cut fastball from Daisuke.
Towards right center field. Ellsbury on the run back towards the warning track to make the catch. Kadire back to the bag at second, and he's going to stay there and not try to tag.
That's the right base running play by Kadire. Now, if there's nobody out in the inning, you immediately tag up. Because if the ball is caught, you want to get to third base. On that questionable fly ball with 1 out, you play it halfway because you want to make sure you score. The other thing, if it is caught, you're back at second base and still in scoring position. Ellsbury covering a lot of ground out there in center field, back toward the Red Sox bullpen to make the catch.
So 2 down, Kadire still in scoring position at second base. And here's Matthew Lecroy on the ground left side. Lugo will pick and throw. They leave Kadire at second base, played an inning and a half. It's 2-0 Boston.
Never before has America seen something like this from a car manufacturer. Dodge introduces the Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. Never before has any other car manufacturer, foreign or domestic, possessed the confidence to do this. And Dodge has done it. It means no more repair bills for covered parts for as long as you own your Dodge vehicle. It means a lifetime of peace of mind. It's a first, and it's only from Dodge. Dodge. Grab life.
Nothing is more exciting than winning a freestyle cruise on Norwegian Cruise Line. Correctly answer 2 trivia questions in a row and you're entered to win a Caribbean cruise. You can dine or just unwind, all while visiting exotic destinations. With NCL, you're free to whatever. We're giving one away every month. So you better text, "You could be next," to win a freestyle cruise on the Text to Win Challenge.
Just text WIN31 to 79608. Text to WIN now.
ThermoSpas custom designs hot tubs for therapy, along with entertainment, and today has engineered a revolutionary swim spa called the Spa Trainer, large enough to accommodate 12 adults. A powerful current allows you to swim endlessly, while the other side provides the ultimate hot tub experience. In the Spa Trainer, you control the intensity, and best of all, it's self-contained, so it's ready to use the day we deliver it. Call to receive a free DVD and a 48-page brochure to learn all about ThermoSpa's luxurious hot tubs and swim spas. Call now and we'll include free delivery, a $450 value, free chemicals, a $150 value, and a $400 cash coupon. This $1,000 offer is free, with no obligation, and is valid for 1 year.
Call 800-862-3700.
Thermospas, luxurious hot tubs made affordable.
Don't cast your presidential vote until you've heard what the candidates have to say. Tonight after Red Sox coverage, it's a NESN special presentation. Red Sox Nation, the presidential debate presented by Sovereign Bank. Moderated by NBC's Tim Russett and NESN's own Tina Savasio. You'll see and hear the finalists as they make their final pitch before Election Day. That's tonight, immediately following Red Sox postgame coverage on NESN.
Jason Varitek leading it off as we head to the last half of the second inning.
Tim Russett's a very busy man. He did the presidential debate up in New Hampshire on, let's see, what day would it be? Thursday? What's day today?
Today's Friday.
On Wednesday. And then on Thursday, he did the Red Sox Nation presidential debate. And this morning, I saw him on a Today Show in the crowd watching Bruce Springsteen.
Wow.
Bruce Springsteen was live at Rockefeller Plaza, and I saw Tim Russett in the crowd.
I'm hoping to get home in time to see that. I really am looking forward to seeing it.
I think there was no clear-cut winner in the debate. I think all contestants did a marvelous job, and all would make excellent vice presidents.
This fouled off back up to the left and out of play. I realize this was also kind of a scouting mission for you to kind of take a look around to see who you may line yourself up with.
If I'm lucky enough to be elected president, I already know who my vice president's going to be. I can't disclose that yet because I haven't won anything. But if I do, I know who I'm going to choose.
Ball three to Varitek, and it's a full count.
And that was strictly based on the answers that I heard yesterday and some of the ideas that I heard yesterday. And there was one person that stood out in my mind who I think would be an excellent representative as a vice president, who would have all the perks of the presidency.
On the ground at Nick Punto, picks it up, throws out Varitek, and there's one down.
FWM is proud to be the official supplier of plumbing, heating, and cooling supplies to the Boston Red Sox. To learn more about how FWM can help you, contact your local professional contractor or visit FWWeb.com. FWM, we've got it.
There's your moving moon.
Where is it right now?
I don't know. Driven to right field by Jacoby Ellsbury. On the run to make the running grab is Michael Kadire. He went a long way over towards the warning track to reel that in, and Rob Ellsbury, two down.
Sure did. Robbed them of maybe a triple with his speed, and you see him kind of shifted towards center field, but then he has to cross over and go all the way almost to the track to make the catch. And Kadire also has 18 outfield assists, which is the most in the American League. But he takes extra bases and probably 3 bases away from Ellsbury.
Two down for Julio Lugo. Lugo batting from the 9th spot at 238, 8 homers and 73 runs batted in. And Kevin Slowey got 2 quick outs in the first, then ran into trouble. Red Sox scored twice off him on 3 hits before he was able to strike out Youkilis. Now he has 2 quick outs here in the second. Lugo bats now, top of the order. Justin Pedroia waiting on deck. Lugo had a hit here last night, going 1 for 4, and now 5 hits in his last 28 at bats. Outside, 3-1. Up foul above us.
Brighten up any rainy day by getting the Rainbows Over Fenway umbrella now at the Boston Globe store. It makes a great gift, Order now by calling 888-665-2667 or visit the Boston Globe store online.
3-2 to Lugo. An early lead tonight for the Baltimore Orioles, on top 1-0. Scott Moore driving in Jay Payton to put Baltimore on top. To third as Busher to his left fires to first to retire Lugo. Slowey enjoys a 1-2-3 second. We played 2-0 Boston.
You need a little. I'm good. Okay. Maybe touch a deal. Yeah, okay.
There's a better place to play. Foxwoods Resort Casino, home of the only poker room in New England. Check out the action at foxwoods.com.
Presenting the 263 horsepower Lincoln MKZ, rated highest in initial quality according to J.D. Power and Associates. Now joined by the fastest-selling luxury crossover, the Lincoln MKX, with its award-winning safety and panoramic Vista roof. Reach higher, and you're destined to reach the top. Now, drive the innovative Lincoln MKX for $399 a month, or the Lincoln MKZ for $339 a month.
Dunkin' Donuts knows it's not easy being a regular, everyday working guy. To prove it, we tried this experiment with hip-hop star Jermaine Dupri.
You know what? Come on, girl. Bring it back, girl.
Do I get a ticket or something?
Nah, we ain't got no ticket.
Made for the regular, everyday folks. The tasty new Bacon Lovers Supreme Omelet. America runs on Dunkin'.
Try our new Bacon Lovers Supreme Omelet with your medium hot coffee today.
Here are 3 good reasons why you should get off the couch and call an affiliate of Le Cordon Bleu Schools North America. 1. They'll send you complimentary information about the world-famous Le Cordon Bleu culinary program. 2. They can help prepare you for an exciting career as a chef, pastry chef, caterer, or more. 3. It can open the door for the kind of future you've always wanted.
Call now for a complimentary brochure.
For a brochure, call Le Cordon Bleu Schools of North America at 800-980-0257. Call now.
Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk in the house as the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead headed to the top half of the third. And the Red Sox Legend Suite tonight. Brian Busher leading it off for the Twins and fouling it off to the left. Busher at 250, 2 homers and 8 runs batted in. Busher 2 home runs, his first one off the Cleveland Indians closer Joe Borowski. Outside, a ball and a strike to Busher, be followed by Nick Punto and Jason Bartlett here in the top half of the third. Here's Punto waiting on deck. Daisuke Matsuzaka has now thrown 32 pitches, struck out the first 2 batters he faced tonight. Fly ball out towards left field. Manny Ramirez circles and makes the catch for out number 1.
This Monday on the first day of Soxtober, Nessa preps you for the postseason with a triple header of Sox in 2, the best of 2007. Beginning at 1, relive 3 of the season's best games. The Mother's Day Miracle, Kurt Schilling's 1-hitter, and Clay Buchholz's no-hitter. Then at 8, Red Sox Nation cheers on the Red Sox from City Hall with Rally Monday. It's the second season at Soxtober on Nesson.
We'll look forward to Rally Monday again, as this one is carved foul. And a tape delay as it'll actually take place during the afternoon, and we are happy to hear that the Dropkick Murphys will indeed be there. They'll be performing songs from their new album, the meanest at times. Nesson's coverage will be from 8 to 10 on Monday. Red Sox also announcing today that'll include a tribute, of course, to the 1967 Red Sox. 40th anniversary of their win over Minnesota, October 1st of 1967, to capture the American League pennant. There'll be many Red Sox and City of Boston personalities for Monday's event. Hope you'll be there as well. Rally Monday. Pedroia to his left, fires to first, and Pinto's retired 2 down.
Nesson's celebration of the 40th anniversary of the magical 1967 season continues this weekend. Before the playoffs begin, join us Sunday night at 7 for a look back in time with a special presentation of Impossible Dream, the original 1967 documentary. That's Sunday at 7, only on Nesson.
There's Jason Bartlett with 2 down. Bartlett struck out swinging first time up. Daisuke going second time through. The Twins order now. Jason Bartlett resides in Fort Myers, Florida. A lot of the Twins do. Of course, so they train there as well as the Red Sox. And a lot of them call home Fort Myers during the offseason. There's the pitch, a strike, and the count 2-1. Last year, Bartlett began the season at AAA Rochester and finished the last 99 consecutive games playing for the Minnesota Twins. This is back at Daisuke, makes another nice pick. Fires to first. It's a 1-2-3, top of the third for Matsuzaka. 2-0 Red Sox lead.
Thanks, folks. I gotta get going. Cindy, keep my plane ready a little later. We're not finished yet. Cindy, I got stuck on a client call. Cindy, something else just came up. Oh, yeah. Hey, Cindy.
Your plane is ready.
Thanks, Cindy. You're the best.
With so many convenient nonstop flights, you'll feel like you have your own company plane. You can count on Southwest Airlines to get you there on time with friendly customer service.
You are now free to move about the country.
Fairpoint plans to acquire Verizon's landlines.
In Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont.
So what's it mean for you?
For you?
For you?
You'll have the same phone number, the same phone line.
And the same network. And the same great people. Same great people to serve you.
But some things will change.
At least 675.
675.
675 new positions will be added to upgrade networks and provide more broadband access.
Because Fairpoint believes
You should be connected to the world, no matter where you live.
Fairpoint Communications.
Sometimes the best choice is not having to choose, like our grilled steak and chicken combo. Bertucci's, what's not to love?
I've got it.
We've got it. We've got it.
Got what? Health insurance. Massachusetts residents are now required to have it, and the state's Health Connector makes it more affordable and easier to get.
I've got it.
Me too.
Call or go to our website to compare plans, get information, and choose the right plan for you. Get preventive care and medical and financial protection.
I'm getting it. I've used it.
We've got it.
Get health insurance now.
Back at Fenway, where the Red Sox have a 2-0 advantage heading to the bottom of the third inning. The top of the Red Sox order, Dustin Pedroia, and Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz. Derek Jeter has knocked in a pair at Camden Yards in Baltimore to put the Yankees on top 2-1. As Pedroia kind of bent into that pitch, and it's 0-2.
What a beautiful night at Fenway. Not as warm as the last couple of days, and the breeze tonight blowing from left field to right field. The humidity is gone, and just a perfect night for baseball.
Up towards Punto at second base. He stumbles from his knees. The throw not in time.
Well, we are getting close to hockey season, and it looked like Punto was on skates trying to make the play on this ground ball and lost an edge. He's in a great spot there, but then all of a sudden didn't sharpen his blades.
Well, Pedroia credit for a hit. Destin at first base. Leadoff single. Manny Ramirez coming up. On the ground left side. Bartlett will go to second for one. Having trouble getting it out is Punto, and he's having all kinds of problems. So Manny will reach at first base. Pedroia out at second.
Tough to tell what happened to Punto here at second base. It looks like when he caught the ball, he never really could get a real good grip on it. The side-on flip, it's a good feed, but he took his eye off it. He was, you know what he was doing? He was checking the runner while the ball was going into his glove, and because of that, never got a good handle on the baseball. Feeling the footsteps a little bit of the runner coming into second base.
One down, Manny able to reach it first, and here's David Ortiz, who doubled for the opposite field first time up. This kicks off Lecroy. Ramirez to second base.
Snaps off the breaking ball. Lecroy goes down to try to block it, but it bounces right off his shoulder, and in a scoring position goes Ramirez. As we mentioned last night, we will probably not see Joe Mauer in this series. Been banged up, bruised up all season long. Second game in a row here for Lecroy.
Look out. This one ripped down beyond the Red Sox dugout. Slowey charged with a wild pitch that allows Manny Ramirez to get to second base. One down here in the third. And he gains his lead at second. 1-1 to David Ortiz. Line into right field, a base hit. And he paused to make sure it wasn't going to be caught and gets as far as third base as Kadire guns home. First and third, one away.
Now David Ortiz is absolutely scorching the ball now and using the whole ballpark, pulling it, hitting the ball to the opposite field off the wall. He gets the inside fastball, cleans it out. The line drive, and as a base runner, because it is a line drive, that will freeze you at second base. You don't want to be doubled up if it's caught, and that's why Manny has to stay at third base.
What do you think health is playing into what right now is probably the best stretch of the season for David Ortiz?
Well, I don't think he's completely healthy, and he's not going to be the rest of the way because of his knee problem. But there was a stretch earlier where the knee was affecting everything, you know, his quads, his hamstrings, and his lower body. And, of course, that's where a lot of your power comes from. That has to be feeling better the way he's swinging now. Remember, he started to experiment with a different stance, and that was all to try to generate more power. You know, they've been able to rest him once in a while, and I'm sure those things have helped, but there's no way that he's 100%.
54 home runs for Alex Rodriguez as the Yankees have added their lead now on top 4-1. So A-Rod matching the total of David Ortiz last year. Ortiz with 54. The 0-2. Broken back grounder to third as Busher goes to first base for the out there. In from third comes Ramirez. And the Red Sox take the 3-0 advantage.
The only option Busher had, because it was a broken back ground ball. He couldn't go home to get Manny. He couldn't go to second to get Ortiz. He had to go to first base to get Mike Lowell. So Lowell picks up another RBI, his second of the night. 118 now on the season. That ball almost hit the barrel of the bat that was out toward Busher at third base.
So Ortiz in scoring position at second. J.D. Drew with a swing and a miss. He doubled his first time up to drive in a run. Now 61 RBIs on the season for Drew. Side ball 2, 2-1. Fly ball left field, sending Kubel back. Now in a step to make the catch. It ends the inning. Red Sox grab a run, take a 3-0 advantage at the end of 3.
You can't wait any longer.
Just can't wait.
Toyota clearance deals go fast.
Just can't wait.
Wait now and you'll miss out. Hurry, you can save on the last of the 07 Tundras with $3,000 cash back. Or you can save with 1.9 financing for 60 months or lease for just $299 a month for 36 months with $19.99 due at signing. Toyota's last chance clearance ends October 1st. Your chance to save is now. You just can't wait.
I just can't wait.
Behind.
Only hours remain to save more than ever before at Maine's top Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep store, Darlings in Ellsworth.
Customer appreciation celebration means you pay less.
And that's always, now with a lifetime warranty.
It's extra value in every deal.
But this September to remember is only for a few days more, where GM's top brands are less than Chevy, and we welcome all credit scores.
You'll do better at Darlings.
Summer in Maine means country fairs and harness racing throughout the state. Rides, rides, and more rides for the young at heart. Great food and family fun. Maine's fair season is your best value for the whole family. What are you waiting for? There's a country fair going on right now. Fair fun and live harness racing all week at the Cumberland Fair, featuring Maine's finest 2- and 3-year-olds. Harness racing, it's fun to the finish.
They've got the sharpest pencil in town. Have they just sit around that showroom figuring deals and whittling that old pencil down? They know that if you buy once, you're gonna be back. So instead of buying one, you're buying two, and that's a fact. They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
So come on down, neighbor. The coffee pot's on.
Brought to you by Honda, your New England Kia dealers, and by Dunkin' Donuts. These overhead pictures at Fenway Park are brought to you courtesy of H.B. Hood. Hood has donated more than $500,000 to support children's hospitals throughout New England. It's another reason you can feel good about Hood. So on to the top half of the 4th inning back at Fenway. It's 3-0. The Red Sox on top. And it's Jason Kubel leading it off. Kubel, a strikeout victim back in the 1st inning. One of 2 strikeouts tonight for Daisuke and Matsuzaka. It's Kubel, Hunter, and Morneau here in the top half of the 4th inning. I think one of the biggest surprises around baseball this season is that Terry Ryan will be stepping down at the end of the season. The great general manager for the Minnesota Twins, and a guy who has been the architect of this incredible Twins franchise over a long period of time, has on a relatively low budget put together some incredible teams, an amazing farm system, and is calling it quits.
Tremendous talent evaluated. There's no question about that. Saw him in the elevator, actually coming off the elevator yesterday, and of course, he'll still be involved in the organization, but they'll slide someone up. I think they already have in his position. But yeah, what a great job that he has done. This has always been done, even going back to my playing days, a very tight-knit, close organization. You know, they've always done things the right way. They had been taught by Kelly, who was the manager there, continues to garden hire how to play the game the right way. And one thing you always knew when you played the Minnesota Twins, good teams or bad teams, you were going to get a tremendous effort out of them every single night, or you were not going to be around.
Sherry Ryan, the best and one of the nicest gentlemen you meet in the game, a class act. And you're right, they have selected his replacement, Bill Smith, who was working under him as an assistant general manager, become the general manager. And one of the question marks is that guy right there, Torrey Hunter. What will happen to him at the end of the year?
Now, they've got a lot on their plate.
Johan Santana, free agent after next season.
Now we got a chance down on that foul ball. We here at Nest and the Red Sox want to send get well wishes to Bob Mood, who is at the EMT here at Fenway. He's had some surgery, and we hope he's back here in time for the playoffs. So get well, Bob.
Full count to Jason Kubel. Leads it off here in the top half of the 4th inning.
Want to track the moon again tonight? Right now it's above the right field light tower. Okay, right now 8:05.
Here's the thing I don't get, and I thought about this since we started talking about it the other night. The sun, east to west, I get that, but the moon is not in the same direction.
Well, the moon has
zigzags.
The moon has a mind of its own. It goes wherever it feels like it. In other words, if it doesn't feel like going left, it'll go right. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down.
This is grounded back up the middle into center field. Let's check in with Tom Kieran. Maybe he knows. TC.
I know there's a bad moon rising over Camden Yards. The New York Yankees with a 4-run 3rd inning. A-Rod, as you said, Don with a 2-run homer. His 54th of the season. It is 4-1. They're now in the bottom of the 3rd with Mike Messina pitching. Let's go back to the moon. Don?
All right, TC. Bad moon rising. That was very good.
Very good.
That's nice.
Tom's all set for postseason. He's in top form.
Very sharp.
Now there it is. Now where's it going to go tonight?
I bet you in 10 minutes it's diagonal.
You don't even know what diagonal is.
Sure I do. It's going to go up to the left. That's my guess.
That's diagonal going up to the left?
Yeah, diagonal. If I could get to touch the telestrator, I'd show you, but you never let me. Torrey Hunter grounded out to second base, first time up.
The reason I don't let you touch the telestrator, Don, is because I'm kind of a germ freak.
Kind of.
And, you know, once somebody touches it, that means
it's germs.
So here's the moon. Now you're saying it's going to go up in this direction?
That's where I think it's headed.
I think
Based
I
on the other
disagree.
night.
I bet it's going to go this way.
I wonder if the wind is involved.
I don't know. The wind pushes the moon.
I don't know. Do you have an explanation?
Now, if somebody uses my telestrate, I have to put Terrell all over.
I know. Ball and a strike to Torrey Hunter. Outside, 2-1.
Well, if the wind is a factor in moving the moon, with the right to left tonight, I'd say my direction is going to be accurate. It's going to move to the right.
So it's going to be over by the Prue soon, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay. If the wind is a factor.
Swing and a miss. Hunter goes around 2-2.
Daisuke has had a very sharp slider in this ball game tonight, right from the first inning on. Another one here as Torrey Hunter cannot check the swing.
Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Daisuke. It's out number 1 of the 4th.
Another hard slider here from Daisuke to pick up the strikeout. His first strikeout since back in the first inning. And again, another very good one. Late break, hard break, down and away from Hunter. That's the 100th strikeout of the season for Torrey Hunter as he walks back and gives his bat to a fan. He's had enough of that bat. He just put it on top of the dugout, and this little guy here has got a Torrey Hunter model. That's pretty good.
Well, Justin Morneau turns on this, sending it foul off to the right. Morneau grounded back to the mound, first time up.
That's pretty nice of Torrey Hunter. I don't want this bat anymore. I didn't make contact. You can have it.
You'll make better use of it. It's all yours. Swinging a foul tip, and it's 0-2. Let's go down to Tina. Tina?
Jerry was just mentioning Daisuke's slider tonight, how sharp it is. I was speaking to a member of the Japanese media today from Kyoto News, and he said one of the big stories this year about Daisuke Matsuzaka was how his slider was not as effective here in Major League Baseball as compared to when he was pitching in Japan. And then another big story, too, and we just really learned this today. Matsuzaka admitted in late August that it actually took him until late July to get used to the texture of the Major League Baseball.
Well, it has been a topic of conversation during the past minute, beginning of the year, when they were talking to John Farrell about the difference. And quite frankly, a lot of the guys here in the United States not know about the baseball in Japan, but Daisuke did. And it did not use it as an excuse, but certainly it's got to be that there are so many. I mean, there's a laundry list of adjustments this guy's had to go through and continues to go through here till the end of the year. And you wonder what a difference that'll make next year when Daisuke comes back and he's got it all under his belt. He's done it once. That, I would think, would be perhaps our best sample, maybe, of Daisuke Matsuzaka. Morneau strikes out, and it's back-to-back Ks for Matsuzaka.
Now, he's got good zip tonight, too, also on his fastball. A fastball that time at 94 miles an hour throws it by Justin Morneau inside. It was supposed to be away. It stayed inside, but still no contact. You know, I've given up. We were talking in the pregame show at TC and Eck, you know, trying to figure out Daisuke, and it's been very hard to do because he has so many different pitches, you know, and I'll come out and say one day, I don't think he's throwing enough fastballs. Then I'll read somebody in the Japanese media saying, you know, he's throwing his fastball too much. So, I mean, you know, there's nothing to gauge it against. We haven't seen him pitch before.
Do you agree, though, that next year may be a better sample after getting this whole thing out of his
well, I mean, he's going to be more comfortable. There's no question about that. He's going to have more knowledge of the hitters that he's facing. I'm sure the adjustment to the baseball, you know, he'll be used to that. He was on a whirlwind tour. Remember, you know, coming into this whole situation and coming in as, you know, tracking his flight from L.A. to Hanscom Field and all this baloney that was going on. And, you know, a lot of pressure on the guy. Now, I think there'll be less pressure next year. I think he'll have more knowledge of the league. And, you know, we'll see. I mean, this hasn't been a disaster by any means. He's got a chance tonight to win, what, number 15?
Yep.
But he's tough to figure. You know, I think he fell into a trap, in my opinion, for about 4 or 5 games when he fell in love with his cutter. And it seems like, you know, every pitch was a cutter, and there were no change-ups. There were very few curveballs.
And he jumps ahead of Michael Kadire, 1-2. Leadoff single by Jason Kubel, still stands at first with now 2 down in the inning.
On the day of his birthday, when the Japanese media presented him with his birthday cake, he kind of apologized and said, you know, next year will be better. And then I said, wait a minute, you know, 15 wins is not bad.
On the ground to his left is Lowell. He'll try to go to second, and he just does get it there in time to get Kubel on the force out that concludes the top of the 4th. 3-0 Red Sox.
Hear about Penske? No. Got hurt, missed work. Thought his major medical was enough. Poor guy. Didn't have Aflac.
What does Aflac do?
Let's say this is major medical, right? Well, see the hole? That's where Aflac comes in. Helps pay for groceries, rent, all kinds of bills. Major medical? Pfft. Poor Penske. He thought he had enough coverage.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
It's finally here, the Chrysler Model Year-End Clearance, with no interest for 6 years on Chrysler Aspen and Town & Country, with more miles per gallon and more style per gallon. Well-qualified returning Chrysler lessees get a low-mileage lease on 300 for $249 a month. Add that to the best warranty in the business, our exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty, and that's an offer no one else matches. Hurry, the Chrysler model year-end clearance ends soon.
The coolest thing about Sam Adams is that they put out beers according to seasons.
We have Samuel Adams Winter Lager, White Ale, Summer Ale, and Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest is an American interpretation of a German Marzen style.
It showcases 5 varieties of malt.
A maltiness that's clean, sweet, smooth.
It's starting to get a little cold outside, then it's time for Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest is my personal favorite.
Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It's just fall to a T.
Yeah, who do you love?
Last half of the 4th inning, 3-0. Red Sox on top. It's Youkilis, Varitek, and then Ellsbury here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Youkilis, that jammed him down the right field line, sends it foul towards Canvas Alley.
If I may, before we lose the moon completely, it looks like it's going behind a cloud. It is not going in your direction, Donald. It is heading in the right, to the Prudential Center.
You're absolutely correct.
So you lose.
Yeah. Not the first time, won't be the last. Looking back, grounder to short, Bartlett. And there's one away. Let's check back in with Tina Cervasio.
Don, on the night that we find out that Clay Buchholz will be shut down the rest of the season and not pitching now in the postseason, a guy named Kevin Slowey takes the hill for Minnesota. Buchholz and Slowey have had pretty parallel seasons this year. Both have come up through the minors very fast, and Slowey was named International League Pitcher of the Year. But the Red Sox people have been watching him.
He's actually a guy that our player development people have seen a lot and like. Not overpowering, but kind of has that fastball that has a little swing and miss in it, though. Hopefully not a lot of miss. We've done some work, and we'll continue to do some work for the game.
And Slowey made his major league debut back on June 1st of this season. He's been compared a lot to Matt Garza, who of course also made his major league debut back in 2006 last year.
Hey, Tina, thank you. Well, Slowey tonight giving up 2 runs in the first, a run in the third, but another young arm that the Twins are extremely excited about. And Tina mentioned Clay Buchholz as well, and that was a bit of a surprise today. We wondered how Clay Buchholz would fit into the postseason situation for the Red Sox. Maybe not the first round, perhaps the second round. And today we find out that it'll be neither round, and that he is done for the year, and kind of a precautionary move for the Red Sox.
Well, you know, Francona's been asked every day for the last week and a half, what role, when is Buchholz going to pitch again? Is he going to be in postseason action? And I think finally they came to the decision that no, neither is going to happen. And, you know, being very protective of their young pitcher. I don't disagree with this move. I think that the Red Sox have enough pitching, both in the starting rotation and in the bullpen, where a Buchholz is not going to make a major difference in postseason play. With that said, you know, I can't wait to see him pitch next year, because this kid's going to be special, I believe. But this doesn't come as a total surprise. You know, they've been dancing around for about a week and a half about it, and not quite sure, I think, what to do. And then finally they made that final decision to end all speculation.
Good foul off third. Busher with room will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Varitek fouls out, 2 down.
Remember that if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Aid Stand in Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. And in a pregame ceremony tonight, the Red Sox honored the nurses and doctors from Bid MC, who loyally provided first aid to our fans. We are happy to report that the Sox and Bid MC have extended their relationship for a second 5-year term. So congratulations to all of those.
Jacoby Ellsbury lined out to right first time up. Well, you're right. I mean, the writers every day asking Terry Francona in a different fashion. I mean, the big thing was, wouldn't you use him like they used K-Rod a few years ago with the Angels?
That was absurd. You know, in my opinion, we kept hearing that, and I'm going, what are you talking about? This guy has been a starting pitcher his whole season. You know, he comes up, pitches a no-hitter. He has not been a bullpen guy, and they're comparing him to K-Rod a few years back. That was not going to happen.
He went around, says third base umpire Sam Holbrook. Yeah, it's 1-2 now to Ellsbury. It does seem that the Red Sox have sort of learned their lesson a little bit too in regards to use. When you point to Papelbon last year, September the 1st, when he walked off the mound, Terry Francona said it many times, it's from overuse, and they're very careful to stay away from that. And here they are in the same type situation, and not this time going to chance it.
Well, the other thing too is it's not like they got a bunch of bums out there, and and pitching for them. I mean, the Red Sox are #1 in the league in pitching.
Swing and a miss. Ellsbury strikes out Slowey with a 1-2-3 fourth. We played for it's 3-0 Boston.
We went around swapping people's vehicles for 1 week. We didn't tell them we were from Ford. We told them it was market research.
I traded my Nissan Murano for the new Ford Edge for 1 week. It has 2 sunroofs. The minute that I hop into the car, I like to just open it up. I think this is a step up for my Murano. I'm very disappointed in returning it. I want to keep it. I'll miss you.
Now lease a Ford Edge all-wheel drive for just $259 a month, or swap your ride and get $1,500 in total savings. Visit your local Ford dealer or go to newenglandford.com.
Introducing Friendly's new Black Angus burgers, made with 100% USDA choice Black Angus beef. Dig into our juicy honey barbecue burger, topped with melted cheddar, sizzling bacon, and our honey barbecue sauce. Or savor our triple cheese bacon burger with its melted blend of gourmet cheeses and smoked bacon. And right now, get a free sundae with any featured Black Angus burger. There's only one place where perfect ice cream meets the perfect burger. Friendly's, sweeten your day.
Even with millions of dollars to spend, marketing is more effective when you know your target. For the tobacco industry, that's youth and young adults. They are critical to the growth of their business. So the industry markets heavily to them, with discounts and coupons, with signs and displays, doing whatever it takes to capture a new customer. Their target, your son. Tobacco never quits. Learn how to prevent tobacco use. Visit tobacconeverquits.com.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extra Mart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extra Mart has their own Extra Cafe gourmet coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. All this month at Extra Mart, Nestle Pure Life Spring Waters, specially priced at just $3.99 per case. Nestle Pure Life, satisfying your healthy thirst for life. In every corner of New England, Extra Mart is just around your corner.
The Bear is back, and it's only on Nesson. Get ready for the new Bruins season with the guy who knows the Bees best. Andy Brickley hosts Brick's Bruins Preview Tuesday night at 9. And don't miss the season opener next Friday night from Dallas. Pre-game coverage begins live at 8 o'clock.
Top half of the 5th inning. It's Garrett Jones leading it off here against Daisuke. He's fouled a pitch off himself. And is down 0-1. He flied out to center field first time up. Jones, LeCroy, and Busher to bat. 6, 7, and 8 for the Minnesota Twins.
Oh, good splitter there by Daisuke. Very good splitter. See the rotation tumbling down and away from Garrett Jones.
The elevate, he doesn't chase, and it's 1-2. Check out the Aflac trivia question tonight.
Aflac!
And our question is, there's only one player on the Red Sox roster who has hit 2 home runs in 1 inning. Who is he? Well, the answer for you a little bit later. The 1-2 to Garrett Jones. Line towards left center field. That's in for a hit. As Ellsbury moves over to cut it off, Jones will hold on with a single.
Well, the little bit we've seen of Garrett Jones in only 2 games. I mean, he looks like a pretty good hitter. 2 for 4 last night. Russ hit the home run. He takes the breaking ball here from Matsuzaka and shoots it into center field for the base hit. Garrett Jones, a pretty good year. 13 home runs, 69 runs batted in down at AAA this year.
There's Matthew LeCroy, grounded out to shortstop first time up. A tough night last night, going 0 for 4, grounded into a couple of double plays, a couple of strikeouts, and committed an error defensively. So far since joining the Twins this season, he's now 2 for 15. At the end of the bat, foul off to the right. It's a ball and a strike to LeCroy. LeCroy broke into the big leagues with the Minnesota Twins back in 2000. Last year splitting the season between AAA New Orleans and Washington with the Nationals. Coming back this year to the Twins organization and spending the entire season until the last week at AAA. There it goes, and it's carved foul to the backstop. This will be pitch 70 of the night for Daisuke as he works to the second batter of the 5th inning. 2-2. LeCroy, originally a Twins first-round pick back in 1997. At Clemson University. Popped up. Shallow right. Drew coming in. Makes the catch for the first out.
There you go, Don. See, the moon is headed, it was over here, and now it's heading in this direction, complete opposite of what you said it would go. You said it would go diagonally the other way. So
but I think it is going diagonally, but just the wrong direction. I think it's gotten a little higher, don't you think?
And the wind is no factor in the moon being pushed to that position right now.
It is never a factor.
No, the wind cannot be a factor in moving the moon. And in case
third, thankfully, the second for 1, crossed the bag and in time for a double play. Around the horn they go. It's halfway through this one. It's a 3-0 Red Sox lead.
Can't wait any longer.
Just can't wait.
Toyota clearance deals go fast.
Just can't wait.
Wait now and you'll miss out. You could lease one of the last of the 07 FJ Cruisers for just $239 a month for 36 months. Or you could save with $750 cash back. Or get one of the last of the 07 Toyota Tacomas with $500 cash back. Toyota's last chance clearance ends October 1st. Your chance to save is now. You just can't wait.
I work at AAA, but I do not drive a tow truck.
I do not assemble maps.
I work at AAA and I provide insurance.
Car insurance.
Homeowners insurance.
Insurance for all sorts of important things.
Why come to AAA for insurance? We'll give you the best coverage.
At the best price. Or combine your homeowners and auto insurance
for an even better value.
I don't drive a tow truck,
but I can save you a truckload on your car insurance.
Call 866-222-7871.
AAA makes it simple.
I make it simple.
I am your idea. Color me. Get me noticed. Make me shout. And stand out. Give me Rico color that always works. I am your idea. Make me brighter. Make me shine. I am your idea. Get me in there. Make it happen. In flying colors. It's you and me, and here we go. With Rico.
It's finally here, the Dodge Model Year-End Clearance. The perfect time to grab life in the Dodge vehicle you've always wanted. From the all-new Avenger to Caliber with 32 highway miles per gallon. Get some of our best offers of the year on our most fuel-efficient lineup ever. Right now, get $3,500 cash allowance on Dodge Charger RT. Add that to the best warranty in the business, our exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty. And that's an offer no one else matches. Hurry, the Dodge Model Year-End Clearance ends soon.
Julio Lugo, after the first pitch, drives it to deep left field, but it curls foul. Well, Julio Lugo almost homering. Our Aflac trivia question tonight, only one player in the Red Sox roster has hit 2 home runs in an inning. It's Julio. July 22nd, 2006 against Baltimore was the 5th inning. That pitch almost hit him. They're both 2-run home runs. First coming off Rodrigo Lopez, the second off Kurt Berkins, member of the Devil Rays at the time, as the Rays put up 10 runs in the inning. Two and one the count. Trying to bunt his way on, bunts it foul.
Well, last night, Don, I mentioned that I'm going to give away a lot of stuff this week, and the line of the final 4 days. Now, wouldn't it be appropriate a night where they announce that Clay Buchholz is not going to pitch anymore? I think what I'll do tonight is give away 20 free Buchholz no-hitter scorecards from the website, the Rem Report. So if you want a souvenir, go there and get your Buchholz no-hitter scorecard, which I might add, I'm still signing a lot of those, and I'm about halfway through them, so please be patient. Some have them, some don't. But if you want one, go there tonight. We'll give away 20 of them.
Lugo to left as Kubel moves over and makes the catch. Let's check in with Tom Caron from TC.
Don, thank you. We swing over to Kansas City, where the Cleveland Indians trying to bounce back from a loss last night. Same record as the Red Sox right now. Travis Hafner's 2-run homer. It is now 3-0. They're in the 2nd inning at Coffee Stadium, guys.
It's 3-0. Red Sox on top here, bottom of the 5th, and that best record overall chase continues. Red Sox and Indians begin the night tied 94 and 65. Dustin Pedroia bats with 1 out, the base is empty. Towards right center field as Kadire moves over. Hunter's there, but it's Kadire steps in front of Hunter. 2 down.
Stop and Shop's triple winner has raised more than $43 million for the Jimmy Fund thanks to the support of Stop and Shop's customers, suppliers, and the Boston Red Sox. Stop and Shop, the official supermarket of the Boston Red Sox. And also, while you're there trying to get one of those free scorecards of the Buchholz no-hitter, don't forget, you still got a couple of days left to sign up for Ren Dog Nation and get a chance to win free tickets right throughout the playoffs for every single home game. Free. No questions asked.
2 down for Manny.
Well, there will be questions. I mean, we'll have to know your name and, all that stuff. But I mean, there'll be absolutely no price for those. They'll be free. You pick them up at Bertucci's, you get a free pizza. Come over, enjoy the ball game, enjoy the championship run.
Out after that second pitch and is down 0-2.
Fastball right by Manny Ramirez that time. Kevin Slowey has been very impressive to me in this game.
And in the groove here. He was retired the last 7 Red Sox batters in a row. There's the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And protecting the plate, fouls it off to the right.
Yeah, 0-2, and all he's trying to do there is shoot the ball the other way for a base hit. He fouls it off instead. No balls, 2 strikes. You're kind of thinking he might come inside. He goes away, and Manny able to foul it off.
Outside 1-2. And he struck out looking in the first inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the third, came around to score. The Red Sox 3rd run tonight as they got 2 off Slowey in the first, 1 in the third. Two and two. Up to 85 pitches as he works with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Outside again, full count. So he stayed at the beginning ahead 0-2. Fouls it off, still 3-2.
Manny upset with himself there. That 3-2 pitch, he had a good pitch to drive right over the middle of the plate. And there's an example where the timing might be just a little bit off. I mean, that's a pitch that Manny's reaction that, you know, that's a home run ball there.
Towards left center field. Torrey Hunter with a long run to make the grab right in front of the warning track and in front of Kubel to end the inning. Played 5 from Fenway. It's 3-0 Red Sox.
We're not going to make it.
Can you get us to the airport in 15 minutes? Cheaper than a change fee if we miss our flight.
As with all airlines, it may cost more to rebook your flight, but on Southwest, we never charge an additional fee.
You are now free to move about the country.
This is not just a Harvard Pilgrim member card. It's the power of choice. You see, it won't tell you where to go. You tell it where you want to go. A family physician down the street, a doctor at a teaching hospital, or a specialist in another town. This card will get you there. After all, it's your doctor, not ours.
You own your own business and wear all the hats. But when was the last time you got a little recognition? Well, here's something just for you. Sovereign Business Owner Banking. You can get free business checking, 300 free monthly transactions, and no minimum balance. Plus, your first order of checks free. We'll even add the rewards of our best personal checking account free. Sovereign Business Owner Banking.
Does that work for you?
The best brands, amazing prices, the greatest service. Get it at Olympia Sports. Shop with confidence. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Andy Brickley's back with an all-new Bruins preview and predictions. Get the inside look at the top B's newcomers and vets, position by position, because no one breaks it down better than the Brick. Brick's Bruins preview premieres Tuesday night at 9.
From the people on the green monster comes WB Mason's What a Bargain Super Clearance Center. You will save up to 75% on hundreds and hundreds of new and used office furniture and equipment. Located in Boston at 647 Summer Street across from the Boston Athletic Club. There's plenty of free parking. Who but WB Mason's What a Bargain store.
Nick Punto leads it off for the Twins. Red Sox have a 3-0 advantage here in the top half of the 6th inning. Red Sox out hitting the Twins 5-3. Daisuke's thrown 73 pitches. And gets a strike in there to even the count at 1-1 to Punto. 4 strikeouts so far tonight for Daisuke. He surrendered only 3 hits through the first 5. Punto began the season playing a lot of third base for the Twins. Wraps up the season playing a lot of second base. So the Twins making the move for Luis Castillo, moving to the Mets during the season.
How about the Mets? Whew. A dead tie now between the Mets and the Phillies. Both teams at 87 and 72.
And the Mets are trailing tonight 4-3 to the Florida Marlins. Are at home at Shea. Strike 3 call. Nick Punto not liking it. Let's check in with Tom Curran.
2 more on the board in the 5th inning. A-Rod with an RBI double. Hideki Matsui drives A-Rod in with a single. John Lester gone. The other John Lester, of course. After 4 1/3 innings, it's a 6-2 lead for the Yankees now in the 5th. Guys.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Bad news there. Good news here. Red Sox on top 3-0 so far. 1 out in the 6th inning, and it's back up top for Jason Bartlett. Rounds it to third. Mike Lowell is even up with the bat. 2 down.
5 strikeouts so far for Matsuzaka in this game. Bartlett on a fastball in the 1st inning. And then Kubel on a breaking ball. Down and in. A curveball to Torrey Hunter. A fastball to Justin Morneau on the inside corner. And a fastball to Nick Punto away from him, down and away. Very sharp tonight is Daisuke.
5 2/3 deep so far. There's 3 hits. Jason Kubel 1 for 2. He's got one of those 3 hits. A single to center his last time up. So he takes strike 1. Win for Matsuzaka came on the 3rd of this month. Victory against the Toronto Blue Jays. A loss at Baltimore, and then 2 no decisions between his outing against the Yankees and last time against Tampa Bay. And a no decision last time out when the Red Sox scored 3 in the 9th inning off Al Reyes. Of course, that was the playoff clinching night for the Red Sox in St. Petersburg against the Devil Rays that night. And tonight marks his first ever appearance against the Minnesota Twins. Kubel grounding one through the right side into right field for a base hit. And he's 2 for 3 against Daisuke. A 2-out single this time.
Fastball here from Matsuzaka, and Kubel. The top spin ground ball between 1st and 2nd. So the 2 for 3 night for the number 2 hitter in the lineup for the Minnesota Twins.
There's Torrey Hunter with 2 outs and Kubel at first. Grounded out to second base and struck out swinging. Hunter now 32 years old. And broke into the big leagues with Minnesota back in 1997. Swing and a miss. They elevate, and it's 0-2. Robinson Cano with an RBI single is added to the Yankees' advantage, now 7-2. The 0-2. Hunter strikes out. Daisuke picks up K number 6 of the night. 5.5 done. It's 3-0 Boston.
It's finally here. The Jeep model year-end clearance with no interest for 6 years on rugged Commander. Or get a great deal on sporty Liberty and luxurious Grand Cherokee. Now, well-qualified returning lessees get a low-mileage lease on Liberty Sport for just $219 a month. Add that to the best warranty in the business, our exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty. And that's an offer no one else matches. Hurry, the Jeep model year-end clearance ends soon.
Not all the energy for our fuel comes from oil in the ground. A lot of it comes from our people, who year in and year out put so much of their energy into everything they do. So you can be sure that when you put Valero gas into your tank, you're going to get a lot out of it. Valero, the energy to take you anywhere.
Did you send out those FTPs? Yeah, yes. Bye.
Gosh, why are we filling ourselves up with just anything? We deserve a hot, juicy junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's.
It's delicious. And it only costs 99 cents.
Filling up with just anything? That's wrong.
Wait.
Getting big taste for only 99 cents? That's right. Like the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with fresh, never frozen beef, or our 5-piece crispy chicken nuggets made with all white meat. Wendy's.
That's right.
Nurse is rated in the top 3% of the world. Rated 4th safest hospital by Consumers Digest. Ranked one of the top 25 children's hospitals by Child Magazine. Health Grade's 2006 5-star rating in total knee and hip replacement. #1 in Maine for overall cardiac service.
Somehow, by making our patients the center of attention, we've become the center of attention. Maine Medical Center, centered around you.
David Ortiz leads it off in the bottom of the 6th inning with the Red Sox on top 3-0. And Slowey back on the hill for the Twins as Ortiz is 2 for 2 tonight. He's doubled to left, single to right. And it takes the strike, 1-1.
This game cannot continue until we wish director Mike Murachi a happy birthday today. Happy birthday, Mike.
On the ground right side, Punto, short right. At first base for out #1. The Red Sox Player of the Week is brought to you by your Kia dealers. This week it is David Ortiz. In 6 games he hit a .565, 3 homers, 9 RBIs, 6 walks, and 4 doubles. With 13 for 23. David Ortiz, the Red Sox Player of the Week, brought to you by your Kia dealers. One down in the inning for Mike Lowell. Some question as to how old Mike Murachi really is.
Mike is a very young 45 years old today. You called him 50. You were making fun of people over 50 prior to the ball game, which I took offense to. But Mike is a very young 45.
Happy birthday, Mike. As Lowell drives one to left. Grubel back at the wall. It's high off the wall. Grubel plays the carom, but Lowell into second base with his 2nd hit of the night.
Well, another big night for Mike Lowell. He had a little detour last night with an 0 for 5, but back with 2 for 3 tonight. A couple of runs batted in. He takes that fastball middle in and plants it off the left field wall for the 1-out double.
There were 13 of them to left, 36 to center, and 27 to right. For Mike Lowell, that time off the wall in left for his 2nd hit. His 1st hit went to right. Drew sends it foul.
Look, interesting graphic because you can see clearly Lowell, the pull hitter, but we have seen more hits the other way, I think, this year, the 27, and they've been big hits, the drive-in runs.
He fouls off another, and it's 0-2.
How's it a function the other day as we look at Glenn Perkins loosen up? And actually, it was a debate. And after the debate, I was sitting down chatting, and I was asked who was the glue in the Red Sox clubhouse. And, you know, sometimes that's a tough question to answer because I think all different players play a different role. You know, David Ortiz, very outgoing, you know, smiling all the time, upbeat. But I had to say Lowell, you know, as the guy that day in and day out is consistently the same. You know, whether things are going bad, good. He's very good with all the players, the young players, speaks Spanish. He's excellent with the Latin players, plays the game the way it's supposed to be played, very professional. And I would have to say, you know, there are a lot of them, but to me, watching him day in, day out, the way he goes about his job and in the clubhouse, I think he is the glue.
Well, he very well could be the MVP of the Red Sox this season, too, for what he has done on the field, but so much that he does off the field. And, of course, it'll be interesting to see beyond this season where he plays. He chops it right side. Punto on to first base, 2 down, but on to third is Mike Lowell.
Tonight, after our Red Sox coverage at Sports Desk with Hazel May, presented by FW Webb, that's home of Frank Webb's Bass Centers. Hear all the news from Celtics Media Day held today. Plus, hear thoughts on the Patriots from players from Kevin Youkilis' favorite team, the Cincinnati Bengals, as they prepare for the Monday Night Football matchup. It's all on Sports Desk tonight after our Red Sox coverage, and it's only on NESN.
Two down for Youkilis, who sends it foul. Youkilis tonight is struck out looking and grounded out to short.
I actually saw some of that Celtics Media Day today. I work out at the same facility that, of course, the Celtics do, because in a different section. But I actually saw Kevin Garnett today walking by.
He was pretty big. It's in there for a strike. And it's 0-2 now to Youkilis.
He didn't know me. I was on the elliptical, and as he was walking, and I waved. But he had no clue. Good luck to you, Kevin. Hope you have a great year. I hope the Celtics have a terrific season. They deserve it. Celtic fans deserve it. And I'm looking forward to watching their games. It's one great thing about the off season. You know, we have baseball every day during the season, but in the off season, almost every night you either catch the Bruins or you catch the Celtics.
Right. Or CSI. Well, you have a whole list of programs you watch on a nightly basis. I mean, your schedule is out straight during the off season as far as what you watch.
Exactly right.
Pitch outside the count, 2-2.
It's a little bit bittersweet, you know, this last week. I'm a little bit depressed all week, you know. I haven't been quite myself.
In the hands and fisted towards short right. That will be off the glove of Punto. From third comes Lowell to score. Red Sox take a 4-0 lead. Pretty good bid by Punto.
That's a heck of an effort there by the Minnesota second baseman. I mean, when the ball left the bat, it looked like a sure bloop base hit for Kevin Youkilis, but Punto almost makes a spectacular catch on this. Just up over the glove. And Youkilis picks up the RBI, and that looks like it might be the end of the night for Slowey.
So the pitching change from Fenway Park with the Red Sox now on top 4-0.
How would you like to run a business of your own from the comfort of your own home? Be your own boss, set your own hours, and make great money. It's not as crazy as it sounds.
Last year, I made over $100,000 a year from my home.
I just made a down payment for our vacation home, working part-time.
We gave up our jobs.
People thought we were crazy.
And we took in over $250,000 in our first year.
Yeah, you have to be crazy to visit this website and find out how to start your home business. Crazy like a fox. There are thousands of opportunities for you, full or part-time. Live the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. The secret is in this success kit. To get yours, log on now.
Next year, my goal is $500,000.
I made $5,000 yesterday.
We've made enough to spend winter in Hawaii.
Crazy? I don't think so. Log on now to get your success kit.
Bob, the hero of the day. Stick with Bob and you get more.
We want more!
I call it the multiplex with 2 pair of cup holders.
More!
2 storage areas.
More!
The Ottoman even has storage.
More!
How about a built-in recliner?
More!
How about 2?
More!
Take it all home, only $9.99.
The competition? Busted!
Shop Bob's Discount Furniture, the Patriots official furniture store.
Covidien, one of the world's largest providers of medical devices, supplies, imaging products, and pharmaceuticals, is a proud sponsor of the Boston Red Sox on net.
4-0, Red Sox on top, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford Dealer. If you've driven a Ford lately, visit your New England Ford Dealer and swap your ride today. Glenn Perkins, a new pitcher.
Well, we saw him last night making his 19th appearance. As we mentioned last night, he spent quite a bit of time on the DL with a mild strain in his left shoulder. His 19th appearance overall on the season.
Tech bats with Youkilis at first base and 2 down in the inning.
The depression I was talking about, you know, you do these games all year long and the best part of the season comes up and we can't do our own team. You know, it's I mean, I could do this 360 days a year. All of a sudden, Sunday, boom,
it's all over.
That's it.
Miguel Tejada with an RBI single has brought the Orioles back closer. It's now 7-3 Yankees. In the bottom of the 5th inning at Camden Yards. A strike, man. It's 1-2. Veritek in the look back. Jason is grounded out and fouled out. 0 for 2 tonight. Nicholas at first with 2 down. Up. Hunter makes the catch. It ends the inning. Red Sox grab a run. We've played 6. It's 4-0 Boston.
Ultimate Adjective.
Only hours remain to save more than ever before at Maine's top Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep store, Darlings in Ellsworth.
Customer appreciation celebration means you pay less.
And that's always, now with a lifetime warranty.
It's extra value in every deal.
But this September to remember is only for a few days more, where GM's top brands are less than Chevy, and we welcome all credit scores.
You'll do better at Darlings.
It takes more than great furniture to make your home look good. It takes great design. Hi, I'm Allison from Dorsey Furniture, and for almost 20 years I've been helping people create rooms they can be proud of. And now my interior design services are available to you right here at Dorsey Furniture. So call today to schedule your free design consultation, and together we'll create the room you'll love to be in. Personalized design with you in mind, only at Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A Holden, open 7 days a week.
They've got the sharpest pencil in town. Now they just sit around that showroom figuring deals and whittling that old pencil down. They know that if you buy once, you're gonna be back. So instead of buying one, you're buying 2, and that's a fact. They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
So come on down, neighbor. The coffee pot's on.
Summer in Maine means country fairs and harness racing throughout the state. Rides, rides, and more rides for the young at heart. Great food and family fun. Maine's fair season is your best value for the whole family. What are you waiting for? There's a country fair going on right now. Fair fun and live harness racing all week at the Cumberland Fair, featuring Maine's finest 2- and 3-year-olds. Harness racing, it's fun to the finish.
Coors Light. And by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. Well, the best view of tonight's game is from the Hood Lightship. Each time the Red Sox win at Fenway, Hood donates $1,500 to children's hospitals throughout New England. Hood has already donated more than $500,000 to help area kids and their families. It's another reason you can cheer for the Red Sox and another reason you can feel good about Hood. Justin Morneau leading it off here in the top half of the 7th inning. 86 pitches for Daisuke Matsuzaka. Has given up 4 hits and so far no runs as he works his way into the 7th inning. Driven to deep center field, sending Ellsbury back, looking up, and that ball is gone. Into the bleachers, straightaway center field for Justin Morneau. His 31st home run of the year, and the Twins are on the board.
Seen a couple of long ones to center field the last couple of nights from Twin hitters Garrett Jones last night, and Justin Morneau on the fastball from Daisuke. Ball is a little bit on the outside part of the plate, but Morneau to straightaway center field for number 31.
Crowd reacting to the scoreboard as the Orioles right back in it again, back a rundown behind the Yankees. And then Hernandez has doubled to bring in the 6th run. Prior to that, Huff had an RBI double, Mora an RBI single, and the Orioles coming from behind. Leadoff home run here in the 7th inning by Morneau. Kadire waiting on an 0-1 pitch from Matsuzaka. Pulled on the pitch, and it's 0-2.
Another good shot breaking ball here from Daisuke Matsuzaka. More of a curveball that time.
Oh, strike 3 call. 7th strikeout for Daisuke. Let's check back in with Tom Caron.
Yeah, Don, as you just said, a 4-run 5th inning for the Orioles. The final run coming on a Ramon Hernandez double. Melvin Mora comes around to score. Hernandez will try to stretch it to 3. He is thrown out at third base to end the inning. But it is 7-6 now, and they are in the top of the 6th, guys.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Here it's 4-1. Red Sox on top half of the 7th with 1 down. And Garrett Jones fouls it off.
Last strikeout for Daisuke to Kadire. Nasty cut fastball here. Has Kadire jumping back, and it picks up the inside corner.
His 200th strikeout of the season.
Now, Daisuke tonight has been attacking the strike zone. Not a walk in the game for him to this point.
Strike 2, and it's 1-2 now to Garrett Jones. He was fly to center and singled to center. 2 at bats tonight against Matsuzaka. Johnny Damon is homered, And the Yankees have a 2-run lead once again.
It didn't take long, did it?
No. Good to Tom Caron.
Yeah, Don, here it is. Victor Zambrano pitching now, and Johnny Damon leaving the yard. As you said, a home run to lead off the 6th inning. It is now 8-6. The Yankees on top. They are in the 6th inning at Camden Yards.
The 2-2 pitch to Garrett Jones. Just missing. Daisuke thought he had it, but it's a full count.
See Daisuke taking off to his right. He thought he had the outside corner with that fastball. Thought he had the strikeout. No, says Randy Marsh.
Dunkin' Donuts is in its 8th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, a special seating section at Fenway. Thousands of children have had the opportunity to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. Enjoying a 4-1 Red Sox lead here tonight in the top half of the 7th inning. The payoff pitch to Garrett Jones. Ball 4, he walks in. There's the first walk of the night given up by Daisuke Matsuzaka. John Farrell to the phone, stirring in the Red Sox pen for the first time tonight. This game nearing 100 pitches. He's at 97 right now. Matthew Lecroy 0 for 2, bloops one down the right field line off the end of the bat. That will fall in for a hit and jump up into the seats for the ground rule double. As to second, Lecroy, to third goes Garrett Jones. They're at second and third now with one down.
That ball right toward the end of the bat of Lecroy as he just kind of punches it to the opposite field. It's the cut fastball, and it will bounce up in the stands. Actually probably save the Red Sox a run. If it stays in play, they probably do score the run, as Jones would have been able to score. Has to stop at third base, so a second and third now with one out.
Last year playing with the Washington Nationals. Red Sox with double-barreled action. Javier Lopez and Mike Timlin warming in the pen. One out here in the 7th. And the tying run at the plate in Brian Busher. He was 0 for 2 tonight. He was fly to left, grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. Foul, 1-1. Daisuke now at an even 100 pitches. 108's been his average. The high 130. I was at Oakland back on June 5th. A loss against the Oakland A's. A 7-inning effort. Those 130 pitches. Inside 2-1. This, of course, will have pre- and post-game coverage of all postseason games for the Red Sox. And it's 2-2. Pinto, the number 9 batter, waits on deck. Second and third, one down. Twins have gotten on the board for the first time tonight. Leadoff home run by Morneau. Now they have the tying run at the plate. side, Pedroia. On to first base for the out, but from third base scoring is Jones. And it's now 4-2, Boston on top. Lucroy on to third base.
Split-fingered fastball that time from Daisuke. It stayed up in the zone a little bit and enabled Busher to make contact and get that ground ball to second base. And of course, with the infield back as it should be, the Twins pick up their second run.
Lucroy at third base, 2 down, and here's Nick Punto's 0 for 2. He was grounded out to second base and struck out. Take strike 1 from Daisuke. Center field, Jacoby Ellsbury is there. Makes the catch and ends the inning. The Twins get 2 runs in the top of the 7th inning. It's 7th inning stretch time. Boston on top 4-2. Time for a Sports Desk update with Hazel May.
Don, thank you. Hi, everybody. New England Hoops fans, we are one step closer to catching the Big Three in action. Today, the Celtics held their annual media day, a chance for the club to show off their overhauled roster. Wait until you see Kevin Garnett in a Celtics uniform. That's tonight, following the Red Sox Nation presidential debate on Sports Desk, presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bath Centers. I'll see you then. Back to Fenway after this.
We've come to the birthplace of gridlock with 2 cars and 1 goal. Get off the island first. The new 303 horsepower Lexus GS 350 with all-wheel drive. You can't lose.
How do you do?
I do a rich French vanilla hot chocolate and a cinnamon apple streusel bagel at the drive-thru. Stop it, you two! And you?
Nothing motivates my crew like bribing them with a Java Jug and a dewdrop or 2. How about you?
If you ask me, a cinnamon stick, a cup of hot coffee, and the daily news will always do. What about you?
Make your 7th inning a hit with 99-cent cinnamon sticks. And why not grab a coffee while you're at it? Visit honeydewtv.com for terrific offers and enjoy the local flavor.
Fred Flintstone, an employee of Slate Rock Gravel Company. His wife, Wilma, a stay-at-home mom. Yet on this working man's salary, how did Wilma afford a necklace made of huge rocks?
Mr. Slate pays well, but he doesn't pay that well.
An investigation would reveal that Fred had the Flintmobile insured with Geico, saving the couple untold amounts of money. Their friendship with the Rubbles would soon become strained.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
4-2, the Red Sox on top as we head to the last half of the 7th inning. And leading it off would be Jacoby Ellsbury, then Julio Lugo and Dustin Pedroia. I mentioned a couple of times tonight that the presidential debate coming up later tonight. We're going to actually hold off on that with everything that is swirling here as far as the possibility of Red Sox winning the division tonight and everything else. So that will not be coming up tonight after the postgame show.
This will be all baseball coverage tonight. Plus the postgame shows, Sports Desk. Keep you up to date on everything that's going on.
Ellsbury, Lugo, then Pedroia here in the bottom of the 7th. Ellsbury is line to right and struck out swinging in 2 at-bats tonight. And Perkins back out there after Kevin Slowey went 5 2/3. On the ground left side, shoots it at Bartlett, the shortstop, throws him out.
Coming up after the game, it's WB Mason Extra Innings and Granite City Electric Extra Innings Extra with Tom Caron, Dennis Eckersley, and Tina Sabasio. You get the breakdown of Daisuke Matsuzaka's final start of his rookie season in this game 2 of the series, plus all the details on the games that impact the playoff race. It's all right after the game in high definition, and it's on NESN.
One down for Julio Lugo. Lugo's grounded out to third base and lined out to left, 0 for 2. Time called late. I would have to say Lugo leads in that department this season of backing out, getting the chance to back out. Granted by umpires. As this one to right field, Kadyr's there, and there's 2 down.
Well, he has a set routine that he goes through, as most hitters do, you know, and it's until he feels totally in control of what he's doing. If he's not, he calls timeout, and sometimes he gets it, and sometimes he does not.
So 2 down, Dustin Pedroia. An infield hit back in the third, 1 for 3 so far tonight from the top spot in the Red Sox order. Glenn Perkins has retired all 3 Red Sox batters he has faced since coming into the game. Slowey, the starter tonight, 5 2/3, 7 hits, 4 runs, didn't walk anybody, struck out 3. In towards the hands and out to left. Kubal's there to make the catch. Who retires the side. We played 7 innings, 4-2. Boston on top.
When you're ready for fun, Southwest Airlines has your fare. Fly to lots of fun places nationwide for as low as $59 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
When it comes to repairs, VIP always tells you up front what's wrong, when it'll be fixed, and we'll do it for less. At VIP, we shoot straight, always. We'll never leave you in the dark. Our qualified techs will tell you what your car needs and what it doesn't in plain English. Our full 1-year nationwide warranty on parts and labor means we stand behind everything we do. And we'll always let you know exactly when your repairs will be done. When you need service, head to VIP. A little love goes a long way.
New Diet Pepsi Max with ginseng and more caffeine.
Mr. Francona, what do you look for in a player?
5 tools: speed, throwing, playing the field, hitting for average, and power.
I can hit for power. Wow, I hit over the Sullivan Tire sign.
You drove it out of the whole ballpark.
At Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there.
You always get me there, Paul.
Tomorrow night at 6 from Red Dogs on Yorkie Way, Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe pregame show with Tom Caron and Dennis Eckersley and Tina Sabasio. They'll preview Tim Wakefield's final start of the season as he goes for number 17 against Carlos Silva. Plus, the Boston Globe's Emily Benjamin will bring you the latest news from the Red Sox clubhouse. It all begins tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, only on NESN.
Jason Bartlett leading it off here in the 8th inning. 4-2 Red Sox on top. Abby Kelty taking over in left field for Manny Ramirez. Daisuke. That's ahead of him 0-2. Daisuke having thrown 105 pitches coming into this inning.
I'm not surprised on, 105 not that big a deal, and the fact that he's going to have a long time off between his next start. And he's had some extra rest between these starts, his last and this one.
Swing and a miss. Strikes out Jason Bartlett to open up the 8th.
A big strikeout night for Matsuzaka against a team that's toughest to strike out in the American League. Again, the fastball doing the honors for Daisuke. Second time he's got Bartlett tonight on the fastball.
Eight strikeouts tonight for Daisuke and 7 1/3. One down here in the 8th, and it brings up Jason Kubel. Fouls it off to the left, back and out of play. Kubel has 2 hits in the game, both singles. 2 of the 6 Minnesota hits, single to center, single to right. And he takes ball 1, 1-1. Last time Daisuke pitched 7 innings was back on the 10th of August. He pitched 8 innings since July the 8th at Detroit. So 1 out here in the 8th. Fouls it off, 2-2. If the Red Sox clinch the American League East tonight, Jordan's Furniture will bring you a special live coverage of the celebration on the field and in the clubhouse. And again, that would take combination. Red Sox win, Yankees lost. Red Sox are winning. The Yankees are also winning 8-6 in Baltimore. They're in the 6th. The 2-2 outside, full count. Kubel bats now. Torrey Hunter waits on deck. 1 down in the 8th. Guerrero up again in the Minnesota pen. We saw him last night. Ball 4. And down to first base goes Kubel with 1 out here in the 8th. That's the second walk given up by Daisuke tonight.
Now this may be Daisuke's last batter. Torrey Hunter, you have Morneau, the left-hander, on deck. You have Lopez loose in the bullpen.
Well, Torrey Hunter's had a tough night against Daisuke. Grounded out to second base in the 1st. Struck out swinging in the 4th and again in the 6th. 0 for 3 tonight. Fouls it off to the right.
You also have Papelbon locked and loaded out there too in the bullpen.
Backhand, Veritek gathers it, and it's a ball and a strike. outside. 2-1 to Hunter. This kid not walked anybody through 6 1/3 innings. He walked Garrett Jones in the 7th. He's walked Jason Kubel here in the 8th. The 2-1 on the ground left side. Low, the second for one on the first base. They got him. Double play turned by the Red Sox infield, initiated by Lowell. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 4-2 Boston.
I just can't wait.
You can't wait any longer.
I just can't wait.
Toyota clearance deals go fast.
Just can't wait.
Wait now and you'll miss out. Hurry! You can save on the last of the 07 Camrys with their biggest cashback offer ever, $750. Camry, Motor Trend's 2007 Car of the Year. Or come in and get your best last chance clearance deal on an 07 RAV4. Toyota's last chance clearance ends October 1st. Your chance to save is now. You just can't wait.
Sunscreen, helmet, seatbelt. You want to protect your kids from everything, including obesity. New Subway Fresh Fit Meals for kids with better for them sides like new Dannon All Natural Yogurt. Subway, eat fresh.
The ultimate driving machine is bound to the highest order of standards. So at BMW Peabody, our only job is to maintain the status quo. And you know something? Nobody does it better than us.
BMW Peabody, winner of the 2007 Center of Excellence Award.
Talk about wild.
In 4 days, it's clobbering time. Get on board for the ride of the year. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, Tuesday.
Kire.
To Char, the drive, scores! The Bruins win a shoot one!
Bruins are the hub of hockey. The Bruins are on Nesson.
Right after the game, it's W.B. Mason extra innings with Tom Caron and Dennis Eckersley. You'll see and hear all the reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse with Tina Savasio, including Terry's take, plus highlights of the Yankees, Indians, and Angel games as the Red Sox playoff future gets closer to a resolution. It's all right after the game in high definition on Nesson.
4-2, Red Sox on top here in the last half of the 8th inning. Kelty leading it off against the new pitcher, Matt Guerrero.
Now, we saw him last night against the Red Sox, his 73rd appearance of the season. Opponent sitting 221 on the year off Guerrero.
Kelty taking the strike, and it's 1-1. Batting for the first time. Took over defensively last inning in left field for Manny Ramirez, who had been 0 for 3 in the game tonight. He fouls it off the home plate umpire, Randy Marsh. And it's 1-2. Kelty 4 for his last 26 in the last 11 games. Played last night, was 0 for 2. And strikes out to begin things here in the bottom of the 8th.
Now Daisuke Matsuzaka goes to a curveball, gets the 2 bouncer to Lowell to the back of the bag. A very close play at first base, but the call goes in the Red Sox favor, and Daisuke out of the inning with the double play. That's one at first base that could have gone either way, and it goes in the way of the home team.
Ortiz takes ball 1. Kevin with 2 hits tonight, double in the first, single in the third, grounded out in the sixth. 2 of 7 Boston hits belonging to Big Papi. Jacks it to left as Krubel goes back, looks up, and it's gone into the monster seats. Opposite field shot for David Ortiz, his 35th of the year, adds to the Red Sox lead. Boston on top now 5-2.
Well, in the open, we showed you the difference in the first half and the second half, and especially in the power numbers for David Ortiz and the runs batted in. And boy, I'll tell you right now, David Ortiz, 4 hits last night, 3 more tonight, and the opposite field monster seat home run. 34 on his back. This is number 35 on the season.
Now Mike Lowell with 1 out, bases empty. Thanks to that guy who cleared the bases. Ortiz holding on to his RBI total now, 117 on the season. Lowell tonight has 2 hits, single and a double.
Matthew Leakroy got hit in the back on the backswing there by Mike Lowell. Guerrero's got a very good curveball. And the swing, and you see it follow through and get a little bit of Matthew Leakroy right in the back of the helmet.
Chops it down third baseline, foul. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports and the category extra base hits. David Ortiz top of the list with 88. And has 2 tonight. His double in the first inning, the home run this inning.
Now Big Papi went for the long stretcher of Fenway Park as no Papi, but now the Papi is back.
Ball 3, full count. Waits on deck, 1 out, bases empty. Lowell strikes out. He knew it. Takes with him the second strikeout for Matt Guerrero.
Now both strikeouts for Guerrero in this inning, to Kelty and now to Lowell on the very good curveball. That's a knee buckle.
Two down for J.D. Drew. A double to drive in a run back in the first inning. Since then's fly to left. And grounded to second. On the ground right side. Punto has it get under the glove. And into right field as Drew will reach with 2 outs in the inning. They charge Punto with an error.
Now sometimes you get yourself trapped as a second baseman where you're back on the grass and the ball coming from dirt to grass will fool you. And that time it just stays under the glove right there of Nick Punto. He just did not get down on it. Punto picks up his 13th error of the season.
So 2 down, Drew at first base, and Kevin Youkilis with a chance now. Youkilis struck out in the first, grounded to short in the fourth, single, driving a run in the sixth, picked up his 82nd RBI of the season. Lifts it to right. Punto out to dive and make the catch. He makes up for the error with the diving grab in short right field. It ends the inning. David Ortiz homers to put the Red Sox on top 5-2. As Ortiz picks up his 35th home run of the year, as Jonathan Papelbon, after 8 innings tonight from Daisuke Matsuzaka, will make his way in from the bullpen in right.
You need a little... I'm good. Okay. Maybe touch a deal. Yeah, okay.
There's a better place to play. Foxwoods Resort Casino, home of the only poker room in New England. Check out the action at foxwoods.com.
Presenting the 263 horsepower Lincoln MKZ, rated highest in initial quality according to J.D. Power and Associates. Now joined by the fastest-selling luxury crossover, the Lincoln MKX, with its award-winning safety and panoramic Vista roof. Reach higher, and you're destined to reach the top. Now, drive the innovative Lincoln MKX for $399 a month, or the Lincoln MKZ for $339 a month.
The best brands, amazing prices, the greatest service. Get it at Olympia Sports. Shop with confidence. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Tell me about your instant lottery tickets. Oh, and can you do a rap?
Okay. Main Lottery's instant tickets are instant fun. Why not try our latest one?
Win Red Sox tickets, prize packs, and more.
Yeah, I meant the chicken wrap.
Did you send out those FTPs? Yeah, yes. Bye.
Gosh, why are we filling ourselves up with just anything? We deserve hot, juicy Junior Bacon Cheeseburger from Wendy's.
It's delicious. And it only costs 99 cents.
Filling up with just anything? That's wrong.
Wait.
Getting big taste for only 99 cents? That's right. Like the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with fresh, never frozen beef, or our 5-piece crispy chicken nuggets made with all white meat. Wendy's.
That's right.
Stay tuned after the game for Granite City Electric Extra Innings Extra with John Caron, Dennis Eckersley, and Tina Savasio, who will bring you all the reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse after this Game 2 of the series, including Daisuke's performance, plus an up-to-the-minute update on every play that impacts the playoff picture. It's all after the game in high definition, only on NESN.
5-2 Red Sox on top as we head to the top half of the 9th inning. You mentioned the playoff picture. Let's take a look at it as Baltimore leading the Yankees the Yankees are leading Baltimore 8-6. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning now, bottom of the 4th inning. Kansas City and Cleveland, KC on top 5-3. Jonathan Papelbon into the game.
Papelbon, 36 saves in 39 opportunities. His last outing, he only had to make one pitch against Oakland. A third of an inning in that ball game.
Justin Morneau leads it off here in the 9th. On the ground, right side. One pitch, one out in the 9th.
Well, if this ends the way we hope it ends, what is the crowd going to do? Hang around and see what happens in that Yankee-Baltimore game? That game is in the 7th inning right now.
The 7th. And of course it is at Camden Yards.
If the Red Sox close this out, what I would do is immediately put it up on the Jumbotron and let the fans sit around and watch it. Of course, I don't make those decisions.
Michael Kadire 1 for 3. A double back in the 2nd inning. Well, very good outing tonight for Daisuke Matsuzaka, who goes the first 8 innings. First case 6 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 8. Chance for his 15th win of the year. for strike one, 2-1. Well, Henry's certainly ready for a celebration should it happen tonight, as the Red Sox have a 5-2 lead here in the ninth. They'll need some help from the Orioles tonight. Left field, Bobby Kelty. And there's 2 down in the ninth. This player profile is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. We've talked so much about it. The number of innings and the amount of use that Jonathan Papelbon got last year. Well, the Red Sox scaled that back, and it has paid dividends in a big way. Less innings, and of course, less pitches thrown. 1 save difference, and the strikeouts more, 83-74. And of course, when he walked off the mound September 1st last year, we wonder how bad the injury was. And the Red Sox have been careful with him this season, and it has paid big during the regular season. They hope it pays big dividends in the postseason. Jones shoots one out towards left center field. Over is Ellsbury, calling and catching the final out. Well, the magic number 2 coming in tonight. The Red Sox are taking care of their business tonight at Fenway Park as they win 5-2 over the Minnesota Twins. Now all eyes will be directed towards Camden Yards in Baltimore. It is 8-6. The Yankees have the advantage there at the moment, the bottom of the 7th inning, but the Red Sox have done all they can do on this night. Win number 95 of the season for the Red Sox, who better their record to 95-65. And not just thinking about the division, but the best record overall as well. 8 innings from Daisuke and a 1-2-3 ninth for Jonathan Papelbon. WB Mason's extra innings is right around the corner, so stay with us. Jerry and I'll be back here with much more from Fenway after this.
How to compete with the big dog and daddy.
Check out the 2008 Ford Super Duty during Ford Truck Month.
This truck is the big dog daddy.
With the most payload and the most towing in its class, nothing can outperform the big Ford Super Duty. Plus, it's a leader in total quality.
Heck, this is nicer than my tour bus.
Now get up to $5,000 cash back on Ford Super Duty, only during Truck Month at your local Ford dealer.
It's time to run with the big dog.
Get toothpaste with your 20s or milk with your money. All in just one quick stop. Now that Sovereign Bank has added over 1,000 ATMs in CVS pharmacy locations across the Northeast, you can do 2 things at once. Like get your deodorant with your dollars. Sovereign ATMs at CVS. Make your own double play.
Sometimes one more is one too many. Know your limit.
There's something you should know about the Harvard Pilgrim card. This card gives you choices. Choices of who cares for you, choices of opinions, and choices of locations. Not our locations, your locations. And not our doctors, but your doctors. Because you want to see your doctor, not your health plans.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers, Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network, Bacardi, and by Southwest Airlines. A lot of the fans hanging around here at Fenway Park as the Red Sox have won 5-2. They have held up their end of the bargain. Right now the Yankees are on top of the Orioles 8-6, and the fans here at Fenway Park are indeed watching that action from Camden Yards in Baltimore as they wait and see what happens there. The fans here hanging around to get a good look at that jumbotron and that Yankees score at Fenway, as you might imagine. John Henry and Tom Warner left their seats and headed to the Red Sox dugout area. Yeah, they are, like the rest of Red Sox Nation, looking on to find out whether or not the Red Sox tonight will indeed have won the American League East. Let's send it down to Tina Cervasio.
Joined by Red Sox principal owner and chairman Tom Warner. Oh, here's John Henry and chairman Tom Warner. And John, just kind of describe this scene right now. It's pretty surreal, isn't it?
It's surreal. Everyone in the ballpark is watching the Yankees play the Orioles.
And we just watched the Yankees get a hit. Tom, this is obviously, we cannot control what happens right now. You're just watching what the Yankees and Orioles do. But what are your thoughts on the way this ball club performed tonight and the way they've just been battling yet performing down the stretch?
Well, you never know that we have the best record in baseball because everybody's so anxious. But the truth is that this is really a resilient team. And I was talking to Theo earlier today, and he said that they knew that they needed to win tonight. And I think Daisuke pitched a beautiful game, and Papelbon finished it off, and we got great timely hitting, and it was a great experience to be here. I can't believe I said to John a minute ago, I think we are going to have a few people stay here, but it looks like 30,000 people are staying here.
Absolutely. And John, regardless of what happens tonight, obviously something wonderful may happen over the next 48 hours or so, but there will be a Rally Monday here in Boston for the first time in 2 years. What are the plans?
I have no idea.
But we hope it. Will you be there?
I'll be here. I'll be here.
All right.
And
we will be there. Of course, Nesson will be there, and you'll be able to see that on Nesson. It takes place at City Hall at 4 p.m. That's when it happens live here in Boston. Now let's send it back to you.
Well, 8-6, the Yankees are holding on there with 2 outs in the 8th inning. As we take a look at the playoff picture graphic now with the 2.5 game lead for the Red Sox. Of course, the Yankees on top 8-6 tonight. Red Sox bettering their record at 95 and 65. Kansas City 5-3. The Indians on top there in Kansas City, and of course they began the day tied with the Red Sox, but the Red Sox able to grab the victory tonight. Angels playing out at Oakland at 10:05.
Play of the game is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, and it's Daisuke's night. I thought this was one of the better performances we've seen in quite some time from Matsuzaka. Very aggressive in the strike zone tonight. An excellent slider, an excellent fastball. Had 8 strikeouts tonight and only gave up the 2 runs.
Final score again, 5-2. The Red Sox able to beat the Minnesota Twins. Join us again tomorrow night for Game 3 of the 4-game series between the Red Sox and Twins. Our coverage will begin at 6 p.m. Cameras will be right here at Fenway Park to cover everything from Fenway. But for now, we send it to the Nesson HD Television Center. Tom, Karen, and Dennis Eckersley.
Don, thanks very much. If it looks quiet at Fenway Park right now, that's because Alex Rodriguez has just driven in a run. It is now 9-6 Yankees. That gave it Camden Yards in the top of the 8th inning. 3rd run driven in by A-Rod in that game. We obviously will show you everything happening down at Camden Yards as 37,000 or so hang out at Fenway Park watching that game. If the Yankees lose, the Red Sox clinch their first AL East title since 1995. We've got it all coming up on WB Bases Extra Innings after this.